Alright, cool. We gaming. We good. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for joining me on this, interesting March day. First, as some folks are coming in on the stream, I just want to give my special thanks and kind regards to the 15,000 people that had joined me in whatever the hell this YouTube channel is, and subscribing and all that stuff. Gonna be very on brand. Enjoy me a nice Irish breakfast. Shout out to Molly Noise for producing the music that plays before the stream started. But yeah, this has been an interesting time for me because this past year has yielded the largest amount of growth on the channel, which is a thing where I've been at this game for like 8 years now, starting in 2017 with my first video on Over the Garden Wall, which I've since remastered, and now I'm still doing this. And yeah, I'm real thankful for everyone who's enjoyed my videos. And it's been also especially weird because this has been a period where I've seen like the largest amount of channel growth in that amount of time. Specifically for my Porco Rosa vid, I'd rather be a pig than a fascist, which most of the growth for that has been kind of related to, let's call it our current socio-economic status right now. Yeah, Orange Man bad and all that. Yeah, fuck fascist, fuck anybody that supports the fascist out there. All you fascists bound to lose. But in addition to that, I've also seen a lot of really, really positive response for my Pokemon video, which, I'll be honest, gang, was not expecting that thing to pop off like it is. It is now in the top 10 of my most viewed videos, and yeah, it's very wild to see such a positive response to that. Side note, folks, let me know if the audio levels on this thing are looking good. But today, it feels very appropriate for me to play something related to tabletop RPG stuff by playing Citizen Sleeper, a game that is very, very heavily based off of tabletop games in all of like the coolest ways. I'm real interested in playing certain stuff with that. Yeah. Hang on, let me turn on Do Not Disturb mode on my phone. My siblings love them. They're sending me messages about Severance, which, side note, Severance, that's a good show. Like me some Severance. But yeah. But we are playing Citizen Sleeper, which I briefly started a new game just to give it like a basic, like make sure that it started. But we are gonna be diving into this cyberpunk RPG of a game with Citizen Sleeper. God, this is a game that takes a lot of inspiration. I'm gonna move the chat window up here, maybe? Yeah, I don't want it to be like in the way of some stuff, but yeah, this is a game that is very heavily based off of the sensibilities of tabletop RPGs. It uses a D6 system, similar to something seen in Blades in the Dark or Slug Blaster, which that might be something I'll talk about, the kind of RPG stuff that I've been playing and other stuff. But yeah, we are diving into a new game of this. Full disclosure, this is not like a blind playthrough. I have played this once before when I used to have Game Pass, before I decided I'd much rather give money to the developers directly and not pay a wild subscription fee. I mean, if you got a Game Pass, go for it. But yeah, I don't remember what I went with. I think I went with The Machinist when I played it on Game Pass. But I was thinking I'm going to be role-playing my sleeper as an operator, someone who works with drones and high-precision remote machines to perform complex tasks from a distance. Sleepers assigned to operators' work are usually cerebral and precise people. Now, for those who have not seen this game before, you'll see that there are these different skill attributes: engineer, interface, endure, intuit, and engage, where there's a single +1 and a -1 to some of these stats. And I'm gonna do a quick, just to show off my mouse cursor. There we go. And yeah, well, yeah, I think I'm just gonna give this thing a start. Yeah, we'll see how far into this I get. But yeah. Oh yeah, good decision to move my chat thing up here. The first thing you become aware of on waking is the disconnect. The delay between thinking and feeling, between wanting to act and acting. Minor, almost imperceptible, but always present. It's at its worst when waking, when yourself spent many dark hours recalling what it had felt like to be real, to be a person, to be in a body that was indisputably yours. Think of that body. A leap into a calming hot day. The sting of blood welling from a fresh wound. The friction of a fingertip. All of a sudden, the memories are closer than you thought, blurring as you approach, until you can't tell one from another. Cold slips in behind their when sensations fade out of reach. Perhaps you should be thankful for the dull nature of this new body, given your current circumstances. The walls of the container feel immediately present. Cold, hard, at your back and face, cramping your limbs. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next. A retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful. Not like you used to know pain, at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease. A reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling. Just a warm delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember, there were 10 of you. 10 who could no longer stand the indentured work, the routine, the slow decay. 10 whose belief in their promised future was slowly dismantled every day. Until they realized they had been sold. They had sold everything that could ever matter. 10 would escape. Or at least I tried. Some were lost in the shaft, others never found any point. Only a few made it to the container, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. Feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on that grim and heartless rock. Even if an error of the freighter, you might restless. It has been a long time since you left, surely weeks, maybe months. You are duly aware of the damage to your legs, your right arm. You have been preserving energy as much as possible, but your body still needs to shut down any of its systems to protect you. You have spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into induced delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were once a person. Oh, dang, if you have not played this game before, the writing in this is impeccable. Absolutely banger. You know, you just feel more head work on this thing. Yeah. Alright. So, alright. Time passes. Cold creeps in. You feel something. Warmth, not true warmth, but the indicator of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor, sounds too everywhere, screeching and shimmering so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light, white as cold, softer until a haze. Dirty yellow. Figure hears. You are out. So, for those, this game takes place on this large spaceship. For those who have not played this game before, it has a very, honestly, one of the better comparisons is the RPG system Blades in the Dark, because it's very focused on exploring individual sections of place. But yeah, let's talk about Dragos. It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of a scrapyard, swallowed in the reflective holds of the Mylar Blade. You are slowly coming back to consciousness. Back to life. You stare at the ornately curving elements of an improvised hand. You are surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds across their edges where a plasma bomb sliced them apart. Their shapes with fogged eyes. You hear a voice. So, Sleeper, you're thawed yet? Never seen one of you come in like this. Your frames must have better perseverance than Sub-Zero vac. Seen more than a few frozen solid. The whole plates or inside out of locks. They went so lucky. Dragos comes into focus. Shrouded, makeshift tech. His headset is, with its glinting eyes, the mark of a drone operator. On his shoulder, one of his symbiotically linked drones perches. Its irising eyes locking you with an unflinching stare. Lost sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago, but it didn't last long. He struggled to read his expression, but he seems lost in memory for a moment. Perhaps he was just figuring out what to do. What happened to them? He ignores your question. I won't ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation. I suppose. Yeah, old pets this. You just software. Rogue emulation, illegally possessing corporate property. You remember biometrically signing full for read as you guide into the sleeper cells. Promise of a light on the world, but as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You're an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one didn't. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. It's an op who wants to protect their property. But if they can't get a hold of you, well, no one can. You remember that too, or at least rumors of it from other sleepers. Planned obsolescence, a built-in dependence of the regularly administered supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separated from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? I'll sleep with you. You're one of the lucky ones. Dragos glances up and away towards the glassy dome in the yard. The eye is the best place you can be right now. The eye? Hey, station! Get the mic up quickly. The station! You'll see, soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifted his weight. Look, I've got things to be getting on with. It's no freighter container. I've been using as storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling as much valuable scrap these days, so you're welcome to it. Something well sounds. Motion Alrighty, you head up there. Look like you can use some rest. With that, Drago stalks back in the cracks, his drone already converging on a resting pole. Plasma flashes, silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Alright. So. Yep, this is Erlen's Eye. Life in the Eye is in cycles where you can talk with characters, explore the areas of the station, perform actions at the end of each cycles. You head to your current home to rest, resting moves time forward, and to the empty container to rest now. So you'll see all around the station there are all these different little locations with places, and yeah, head up to the empty container. And the cycle from there. Wake up, hold up, and begin slowly assembling the world around you. After all that time, you still find this body. One wakes and knows, strange and disjointed. Its message is readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling a mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are, in this ruined station, millions of miles from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. Regardless, what matters? Dragos had left a few contents in the Mylar blanket, bedrolls, left canister of water, makeshift electrical stove, and some maybe satchels of some desiccated powder. Power stove in the stove began to boil water. Contents of the satchel smelled like damp water and just sprinkling into the liquid. Pungent smell washes over you. Images restlessly come back to you. Railway station, skeleton, ghostly. Leather threads pulling at your skin. Constellation, bright polygonal shapes like the angular suns. Something pleasantly visceral about these images. And as long after you finish drinking before they begin to fade, you tidy away the stove as best as you can, and you try to get enough energy to reach the day. So yeah, this is how the game works. I rolled some dice here, where it'll show my condition here, where depending on what my condition is, that's going to give me a certain number of dice each day. It depletes after a certain amount of time, and I suffer a breakdown. Here are my action dice. A D6, where I can use them to perform an action, and the number of dice I can roll is based on my current condition, and I can add certain modifiers in a certain way. And I will also need to refill this energy bar, because if I don't eat, I am gonna starve. So but yeah, overall, I wonder how much of that is based off of me. This just me this day. But, well, Dragos is standing in the corridor when you close up the container. He's wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it's implanted. The drone sits on his shoulder. Its cachet of sensitive eyes rapidly irising. How you feeling? Good to hear, the drone chirps. You notice beneath the operator's rig, his skin is marked with burns and blotches. No, container isn't much. We'll keep you safe. Pauses. So, I'm not gonna chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Work? Look, I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I didn't pull you out of that container out of the goodness of my heart. Simple stuff. We hack these old holes down, sell them off to the shipyards at the bright market to dealers for trade. Occasionally, we pull out some tech, something with a bit of value. Most of what comes in is scrap. Hard to find good hands here. I figure as a sleeper, you're used to manual labor. Obviously, I'll slip you a few chits of commission based on what you turn up. Chits, probably. Right. Yeah. Shows his feet nervously. I wouldn't usually do this, in my opinion. You'd be best suited moving on as quickly as you can. Sleepers, well, he trails off. All things being the way they are, for me at the yard. Need your help? I'm gonna play this guy. Sure. Happy to. Okay. Pauses. We got something else to do. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Will do. Nods distractedly and turns to walk away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later. So, hang on, and I believe. What? Oh, that's right. This is my character sheet, so here's what my operator looks like, and here's like some of the basic stuff. I can eventually get like some upgrade points to put into things like increasing certain stats, adding a +1 or a +2, but it's gonna be a bit. And I'm gonna turn on my fan. It's a little toasty in here. So, yeah. So, gonna enter in here and basically similar to certain RPGs, modern RPGs at least, you'll see that there are certain repeatable actions or singular actions where on a 6 it's 100% positive, on a 5 50-50, on a 3 or a 4 there's a chance of a 25 being negative, and 50% neutral, 50% negative. So there's a certain kind of thing where there might be certain risks that are involved. But with that, I'm going to go with. So I think, yeah, spend. Well, probably. I mean, this is a like 100% kind of positive kind of thing, but yeah, I'll just show this on the actions often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed as you fill them. This is another thing that comes from RPGs like Blades in the Dark and other modern RPGs, where the more you succeed in a thing, the more you progress in achieving the goal. So, get it? So, because of that, I've earned some cryo, and I also... I'm curious what would be manual salvage versus full dissection. I feel like both of them. Yeah, nice. We'll just see how this goes. Log drives towards this drives cause. Alright. You're free to yes. Find a doctor. So. Alright, so I've completed a couple of basic actions here. We've got 50. Halfway through doing some salvage stuff. And oh, that's right, I have to try and think about where I might find a doctor. And, steal the pop culture. Stealing Darklands. So I could look for stuff there. Helium Crossing. Okay, that's like one of the potential exits. Salvage sortie. So likely. Oh, there's the Bright Market. There's. I feel like I'll have a good chance at the dock. The low end gates. And I got get to the middle. Okay. Let's go with Bright Market. And then I'm going to say, because I already have like 100% positive thing with the engaging, let's write this down. Yeah! So, local knowledge. Be able to find everything here. Hell yeah. Yeah, there we go. We've gotten some basic stuff there. And next call comes the call from the enforcer. You shuffle down the flickering hall towards the open apartment. Keep your head on your shoulders high. Down and your shoulders high on the cue. Try to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip off that the doctor was operating out of this place, but now that you're here, you aren't so sure. Gang enforcer on the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying habit of luck. They have all made a long queue to test your nerves. But your options are few. Without a supply stabilizer in this body, your body Force. The enforcer looks down the corridor. And Garrett provides numbers where residents unmistakably place him to lead rather than if necessary to carry out those threats. Broad shoulders, framed like a metal, with a metal exoskeleton. A couple of ear-like implants sit in his eyes like rotary teardrops. Subsidiary sense and what's sort of numbers on her shirt. The arm complete with the geometric blade-like textures on the paper. You avert your eyes when he looks at the cube. After a few moments, the figure pushes through a doorway. You catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshiro. I need to figure out a voice for this person. Right? The enforcer jerks his head while you slip inside, passing through the dark entryway, pushing through the plastic sheeting on the floor. Right, the room beyond is bathed in warm light. The floor to ceiling transplant panel gives a full view of the bright market sealed roof and the buzzing traffic above. For a moment, transfixed by emotion. Come, sit. Voice, you see a silhouetted figure turn away, replacing plastic sheeting on the frame of the ceiling and making way across the room. The figure turns as they do. You see an expression of confusion with a flash of ghostly features. And the mouses of dismay they blink and then quickly gain their please, sit. Sit. Sabine turns a compact diagnostic scanner or something. Inch to the right. Please remain still. The tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you enter. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. How long have you been on this station? They ask. Scanner, still voice. Oh. Thank you, Ab. Let me turn that down. Ba-bam. Let me also turn up my mic here. Bam. Alright. Cool. We good? Alright, cool. We gaming. How long have you been on the station? They ask, their scanner still close to their eye. Yeah. Oh, question. Do I be honest with them, or do I lie? I could lie. I could be a lying liar. But they're a doctor, and I probably should be honest about being here for a bit so that I can, like, get the medicine I need. So they nod. It's good you came to me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I loved playing this as well, Webb. It's primo stuff. I'm going to be very interested in seeing how this playthrough goes differently. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SNRP doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose to prevent bodies like yours, frames as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They built in a process called planned obsolescence. Frames decay rapidly, but not regularly injected with stabilizer.
on which SNR remains the sole producer of. Sound familiar? Yes. Good. It may help. You swap to your other arm, running through some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says, and you're unsure if they mean for the cold touch of the metal or everything else. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm, and SNR has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Sabine looks up as if to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this. I know little of this is used to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then silence gives way to tension. You stare back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help. They sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes. Hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Toshiro outside. You nod. He works for my benefactor. Yet again. They are influential on the low ends. They gave me this space to work, run the door, and take the profit. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend their implants, sew up their wounds. They look away. But Yatagam has connections. Smugglers from the Starward Belt. Mercenaries working for the corporations on Ember. If they can source stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Sabine sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous, and it'll be expensive. But I think we can do it. Oh. Shit, I didn't mean to click that. Well. Oh well, it's fine. Why help me? Sabine walks away to the window, their face dappled by the shadows of the passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have a lead. You nod and leave. Sabine still staring out and moving. When you reach the lower levels of the markets, you look back through the panels to the roof. See if you can still see their face, but the room looks dark against the light of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Yeah. Well, hang on. What kind of repeatable Okay, no. So that's just going to be a time thing. And then the Ort exchange. This is where, if I want to... Oh, I could... Oh. This is a risky thing. I could earn some extra chits on the side with this kind of stuff. Or... I got 30 things. Oh, hey, new character. All right. Emphis is busy. His broad face uplit by the makeshift gas burners in front of him. With precise, delicate movement, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok. His other hand idly tossed into a metal bowl of sliced vegetables and some red fleck dressing. It smells incredible. You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping a fungus with a bright salad
and disposing plastic trays. A stack of chits rattle in his apron pockets as customers file past the burner, handing over the payment. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the dice in this. I haven't played Citizen Sleeper 2 yet, but this is like, ooh. Be a voyeur, a food voyeur. You join the queue. It's mostly made of off-duty salvagers, vac suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubby mods, and a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing the notes on the best bright market dives. Their words cut through with heavy spacer slam. Eventually your turn. You shuffle to the front, emphasis in a deep, even-tone voice without looking up. First try is free. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna thank him. Being a bro here. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy, the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you sleepers, Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. You begin to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion, the pain, but also the sense of possibility in sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark container, the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had but can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and scares you, and you are unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail off, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time we can talk some more. He smiles. But next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand on a button on the burner side and shuts it off. The roar of the flame and its impressive heat fades. Next time then, sleeper. He waves away, begins to oil the walk. Before you turn to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearm, each surrounded by a constellation of glinting pin marks. You walk away as you take a bite of the rich, spicy delicacy, sweet fungus. Your taste centers light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. Hell yeah. Wait for Speen to acquire a stabilizer. Alright. Let's see. Well, is food gonna factor into it? Do I want to explore the rotunda? Ooh. I mean, here's the thing. This is dangerous, but I will have 100% positive chances with this thing. And I could get... I mean, if I steal the dock plans, I'll be able to do well here. Hang on, we also got the shipyard here, where I could assist a shipbuilder. I could also haul some materials. I know that if I assist a shipbuilder, some of these things are going to get me a... That's going to get me acquainted with
some of the characters. That is the thing with this game where it's like you only have so many potential actions to take within each day. Time is finite, and yet, yeah, there are certain things that can be done. If I go to the food stall, oh, hell yeah. Okay, I will. Well, wait a minute. Shit. Why did I do all that energy? No, shit. Oh, I should have waited till tomorrow to get the fungus. I'm a fool. Oh, damn. God damn, that was... It's fine. Empus knows that I'm a bro now. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm gonna steal the dock plans. That's... I've been moving around it, but I'm gonna do this just so I can get the schematics of certain things. So... I can see what is available here. Ah, there we go. We got Stranded Mercenary here. We got the wet. There's the wet dock here. And the Overlook Bar. The sealed dock. What's in here? Oh, that's right. I need a old maglock. Looks like it needs an encrypted key to open. Why? The high security for a decaying dock. So that's going to be later. The Overlook Bar. I need to buy. So if that's if I want to buy a beverage, but I am going to wait on that. All right, let's talk with Ankita. Hey, you. Want to earn some clits? Sorry, shit. Oh, that's a Freudian slip there. Woo. Shit. Whoops. Whoops. Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together whole plates. She stretches back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Sure. You cross the docking course, begin to split the plating into two bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor creaking. She looks up. Looks you up and down. Don't try anything, all right? She taps the butt of her sidearm. I don't want to have to put anyone else down today. Anyone else? She shrugs. What can I say? My temper's a little short lately. I can hoist a bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn that shit. You struggle to shoulder the plates. But you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way. She sets down a gantry of impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing towards a small crowd of stevedore. How are you doing this by yourself? You mean why aren't I hiring some good folks? She nods back at the stevedores. I've paid haven't age enough. They're currently rinsing me for a mooring I can't vacate unless I either fix the ambergris or sell it off for scrap. Ambergris is not your ship. You catch on fast. She gives you another look. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail off behind. She got cut up pretty bad in her last job. I had to moor up here for a spell, but since then it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core of our ship mind, so now she's gone dark. She shifts the panel on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short one ship mind. with tons of repair to do. The rest with the crew signed off the moment they got wind that I've been stranded. So yeah, I got time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know. We've got a ship mind tucked away on that frame of yours. For a moment, she isn't sure. You aren't sure she's serious. Ankita swings the plate on her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundle of plates to the ambergrease's outer lock and turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Ankita throws a couple of chit. Consider it a bonus. We're not trying to grift me. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. All right, get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. So, yeah, we got a couple of drives where I believe if I finish a drive, I do end up leveling up. But that is all I can do at this level of energy, so it is time for me to go to sleep. Yeah, no, I love the designs of these characters, and oh geez. This time, you don't wake up instead a ghost in the station, that shifting skeletal ring that surrounds you. The moment you are gone, absent from your own body, stretched across a colorless void, then the connections begin to establish themselves, threads tugging on the edge of your mind. These threads become vectors of exchange and then extensions, as you feel your thoughts slipping down them, dissolving into millions of distributed nodes they connect to. You see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of textures in a smooth black liquid. Ooh, what are we thinking? Do I just observe or do I touch the goo? Should I touch the goo or just watch it? Give folks a chance to decide. Touch the goo or observe the goo. Gotta touch everything? Alright. You find a point in the station and you connect to it. Pulse through it, follow loops and paths under and around it. You touch more points than you have fingers. Then you try, in a moment of impulsiveness, to connect them. The flow passes through you so rapidly that you feel yourself being carried away, splitting and separating, eddying and gathering. As you do, things occur to you, things that you can't possibly know. You reach out, trying to grasp them, trying to touch them. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you incessantly, as if it were a small child. Somehow, it is pulling in two directions at once. You look down. All of a sudden, everything shuts off. You come back, trembling into this unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours, all at once. You find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls. You feel a change within you, a shift. You close your eyes for a second, and you feel it waiting there. The station splayed across your mind, a storm of connected nodes, waiting to be explored. And then it's gone. Ah, no, I only got 3 of these. God, ugh. Wait a minute, hang on. That's called in. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. I feel... Well, hang on. Let's look at the options, because I do want to... I feel like repaying my debt, that's probably going to be a good first priority. Exploring more of the shipyard's going to be good, because if I can assist a shipbuilder, that might be able to get me more access to some more work stuff. There's going to be some ships coming here. A ship is going to be coming in 4 days here. Another ship is going to be coming here in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Okay. And then there's the ambergris, where if I wanted to help, I would be very good at rewiring the drones. So that is something that can be useful. Overlook bar. I want to buy some rations. Yeah. Sealed dock needs a key. Oh, okay. It's going to be 2 more cycles until I can get some more stabilizer. And then ordering some fungus that I stupidly spent half of my money on. Okay, so yeah, let's do some ships. Let's work on some of Drago's stuff. All right, I'm gonna go with a. Well. Okay, because I have +0 to engineer, I think I'm gonna use a 6 on the hold dissection. Specifically so I can get this thing cleared. And then I'm going to head to the ambergris. Because I have a +1 interface, I'm gonna work on rewiring the drones. And that... Oh, wait a second. Takes time, skilled works, salvaging. Oh, fuck yeah! Oh, that was a good investment. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna be... So now the ambergris is going to start being repaired without the assistance. So, oh, that was a good investment. Okay, cool. And then I guess... Hang on, do I have anything that's gonna help me? No. I'm gonna... Well, if I can... Fixing the ambergris... Yeah, if I can help pay off Drago's debt, that might be a good, easy drive for me. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Oh, shit. Well... Yeah, I got some money out of it, at least. So rations are 10. The mushrooms are 15. I would get to be on Emphasis' good side. I could... Oh, I don't even... No, I don't even have enough cryo for that, so... Let's... Yeah... Let's get them mushrooms. Let's get those shrooms. Yeah! Alright, full energy. And I think... Yeah, I think that's all we're going to be able to do this cycle. So, gonna head on home, cycle from there. So, as things continue... Wait. Why is it black? Oh, okay. Ugh. Man, my condition is further deteriorating. Great. Love that. Love that for me. Again, the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind. It sparkles with glittering light, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but you remain in place, flickering in the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes, caches of shimmering lights beneath transparent crystal forms. You follow the path of threads across the ring. through these forms, then leap off into the void. You begin to understand these are nodes and connections, maps of information, of communication. There are so many layers, so many loops that seem almost impossible to parse, but you begin to try. I feel like the nodes, that's something that I can utilize. The nodes are glassy, bright, but in all of this flow, the only solid and fixed points. You approach one, a pyramid or a triangle, dimensions are difficult here, and lean close to it. Inside, shifting layers conceal a tangle of threads, a meeting point of exchange, but before you can glimpse any further, the glass clouds and hardens, cutting you off. Threads and nodes, passages and puzzle boxes, one leads to another. There was so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the paths and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape of exchange and see opportunity. But then that insistence, tugging again, pulling at you. You look down again and see two lines, two threads in different directions, as if they are tied to you. Well, okay. First or second, I feel like, I mean, people say first is the worst, second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest. What are we thinking? Touch the first thread or second thread? Also, can I move? Side, okay. First or second? I'm thinking, yeah, we'll go with the second. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Well, shit, okay. The second thread leads in, pulling deep into the station. Your gaze follows it. This time you see something, a sphere shimmering above a strange angular body. A pole shoots from it, passing over you like a torch beam, testing you, tasting you. The first thread leads out away from the station into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in a ship. The ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. You open your eyes. Time is short. Great. Alright, so something has changed outside of you, the data of the cloud. You can click the eye at the top to toggle this view on and off. Yeah! So what do I wanna... Oh, now we got... Oh, we're in, baby. We can hack this shit. I mean, there is this keynote right here. Oh, that's right! Oh, I have to use a dice action to match the numbers with this. Oh, that's right. Oh, if you have a number, it will give you more possible things to match. So... once unlocked, the data can be extracted. Bam. Okay. Time to hack. Hell yeah. Alright. We got an encrypted key out of that sucker. And we got another key node. Let's... Well, the ambergris is making progress. Let's go into the sealed dock, because I have... Wait. Do I not have...
Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. Shit. Okay. Damn it. Okay, I need another one of these. I mean, might as well just, continuing to work off my debt here. Okay. So back in business, and let's go to this keynote, since I can hypothetically bypass from there, extract the data there, get an encrypted key there. Oh, shit! Oh, well, As you drift back from the node, a thread stung tight around you, tethered to this place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shutting off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. Oh, do I resist or do I stay still? I feel like either one is gonna be bad. I guess that's the premise of this game. You got two choices. Both of them are probably gonna be bad. I will say, yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh, I love this design. Holy shit. Please hold. A thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circling you, blinding for a moment. Then it is gone. It fades into a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? Ooh. The shape paces around on lithe legs, enough that there is no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify, origin, serial, cadence. Do I answer honestly, or do I stay silent? Because I feel like playing dumb's not going to be useful. I feel like my instinct is to say silent, because this is some cop behavior. But also, it says this thing's unraveling. You know, right. Unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop! The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal rights to sentience? I'm a person. Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, the hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Oh god. You last out with all your force, not a physical strike, but focusing a spike of interference leaping out like a tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Well, alright, good to know. So, Hunter. Well, it's a good thing we got this data, baby, because I'm gonna be searching to see. So now... Oh, wait a second. Nova. That's right. That's right! As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, the machine flickers with a warm glow. Where's the machine? As you step closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape. Settled into an alcove of the side of its dock, a kind of upright cabinet covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assumed it was once an industrial vendor intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running freights and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer listed Neovend, and you remember an advert long ago, squeezed among the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which, chirpily saying that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking those containers squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ship. Enter your registration, chirps a pre-recorded message. You reach the keypad and something begins whirring. First, it sounds like servo monitors beginning to start up. Quickly, it becomes a whisper, a whining, a multi-tonal voice that emanates from Neovend. Entity, speak. Entity, speak with me. Who's there? There was a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again. You see in its 3D printing apparatus an upper part of its machine resetting into place. So each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce a whirring voice. You are in danger. Danger. You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. The screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure. The threads closing in. Hunter. The Hunter Protocol. They taste your signature. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes and the skeleton of the station begins to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Soon move where neurons cannot. Mechanisms reset. But emulation makes you target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovend whines. But you cannot hide here. Hunter is there. Hunter. The servos judder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine. An unusual hiding place to be sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. Light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with the swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded the cloud, pointed among the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nest. Explains Neovend. Masters are gone but continues to hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nest. Masters. Station builders. Sondheim. Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone. Their protocols still haunt. Bring offerings. Save self.
Neoven says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. They continue. They conclude, tired of conversation. The whirring amplifies and then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you're left stood in the dark of the sealed dock. That whirring voice ringing in your ears. Okay. New drive. Hang on. What do I need to give Neovent? Oh, I need Hunter data. Okay, okay. Well. God, I need to really save up my money, so let's get to... Hang on, what's a drink gonna buy me? Hey! Yeah, let's get drunk! Yeah! Okay. Gonna stay at max energy, and we have 8 days before our hunter arrives. Ugh. Oh, man, our condition continues to deteriorate. But as you close up, a voice echoes down the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wake up! Oh, different person. Sleeper, wake up! Bang, coming down the corridor. A monkey grin on his broad side. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? You do now. He puts his hand on your arm. See me hanging around. Just wanted to chat. He's staying in this thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It can be hard to get started on the eye. Looks down the passage. What was it that old Erlin said? The eye opens for us all? Nice idea, but well, not always practical. Glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. We? You pass together into the main walkway. Avenage! We're all one dysfunctional family. Fang puts an arm around you. I'm not part of the security branch, though. Don't worry. I'm with systems. Avenage? Think of us as an administrative association with the Eye. Depending on who you talk to, we either emerge as a response to or a continuation of Andre Erlin's original union. He smiles. Personally, I avoid the topic. He stops you in a quiet passage. Look, that's not what I'm here to discuss. I've been seeing some unusual network activity and, well, I know a little bit about you sleepers. I have a small proposition for you. He glances around, but this is not the place for it. I have an office across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare, then, when you're ready, when you're settled, stop by. He lowers his voice and gives you a dark look. In truth, I need you. If what they say about you sleepers is true, well, there's work to be done. That's him on the back. His voice bright, and his dark look suddenly gone. Stay clean, sleeper. Walks down the passage, raising a hand of farewell. Man, everybody just wants a piece of me. Alrighty. Well, let's... First things first, pay off the debt. Perfect. Alright, we're back in business, and... yeah, let's talk to you, Dragos. Well, hang on. Oh, hang on. The Hunter's Nest. Okay. So we got some options here of things that I can start. I can start hacking if I potentially wanted to. Oh, okay, I need... oh, there are certain things that I need to hack like crazy then, huh? Solomon Gate, yeah, I need a cipher for that. A keynode? Oh, that's gonna... okay, so... okay. Yeah, so if I want to get the keys... ooh. Well, I have enough for... okay, I have enough for one of these things, so I could get a key node here, but first things first. You arrive into a buzz of activity in the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a dark shape, suspended below the dome. They flicker across the scorched hole plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge. It's been torn apart by some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Draga stands up to the side, focusing on the hulking ship lowered in the yard. What is it? That, my friend, is A-grade scrap. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up. Now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Drago for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think what happened to the crew. What happened? What do you mean? Glad to say you managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern, he shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Drago is visibly excited. Oh, I know, I said you shouldn't be sticking around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulking. The hulk, their light illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion. Locked inside a container, the rack of the S&ARP freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps, if you could learn something about the ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the faded name on the ship blazoned on its side. Winter's Light. Let's do this. Claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few, and we can make a start. A real beauty. Dragos repeats, perhaps to himself. Take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and slip out into the yard. Feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Alright. Hey! Upgrade time, baby! So, alright. Let's see. So, my sleeper is already built to have a good, hang on. Let me see what I'm in need of here, because I need... okay, I could give myself +1 to engineer. That would give me a fair bit of leeway on certain things. Oh, I need cipher data. I need hunter data. And to get hunter data... having a good interface could yield me double the stuff and I could be much more efficient. Vatican agent. Alright. So, yeah. Well, first things first. Let's get a vial stabilizer. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eye in the dark of the corridor. He nods at you as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway is still dark and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it! Sabine stands with the case open in front of them, a set of vials lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it with a warm light. I have no idea how you got the gun, Petrillo. You should treat this with caution. Looks authentic. I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. I'm the test case. It seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if we have any other choice. They gesture at you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosupplement, an immunosuppressant in a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting its own organs. Passcodes? In a very basic term, yes. Besides, look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is if to inject the vial. Begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Yeah, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses the syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe. You watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle. Your frame is registering the initial rejection, but with little response. A sensation spreads from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arms. With the incredible speed, your vision goes white. And when it returns, Sabine appears encased in a shard of sparkling light, then slowly fades into darkness as you settle back in the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like arguments heard underwater, prickling waves of cold. You sit back up. Sabine is sitting at the chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Ah, awake? Yes. The stabilizer is genuine. You sit down beside the bed. I don't know how yet again acquired a case of the stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You are going to need to pay for the next dose. Silence fills the room as they return to their glowing slate, looking around the room. It seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you've been out. Sabine, nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. Managed to get to your feet, wander out to the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshiro stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the station spinning beneath you. Alright, how much is some stabilizer going to cost me? 100 cryo, yeesh! Okay, well. Good to know. Good to know. Hang on, the wreckage. Let's see. Well, here's the thing. I could increase my intuit, and that would certainly... Oh, wait. Predictive reasoning dice displays potential and positive or negative outcomes. That would be pretty good. But this, I feel like if I can get the agent notes pretty early on, I'm thinking... Wait, what? Oh, god damn it. I need 2 upgrade points. Shit. Okay. Well... Well, if I add +1 to endure... Chance to gain energy after an engage action. Chance to get a random scrap from an engineer action. Yeah, we're probably going to go for the Intuit one, since that's going to give me at least some frame of reference for certain stuff. Because, like, as an example, so I can potentially lose out on energy if I fail, or my condition at the top can fail. Oh, okay. So, if I ship shape or grounded, if I... Yeah. Alright, well, or T exchange. I can play the exchange for... Oh, that's right, if I can get... Okay. So if I want to trade stuff, I need to start playing the stock market like a fool. Okay, cool. Let's do some hacking then, because the Hunter's Nest, I can bypass that, extract the data. Yeah, baby! Sungate. I need a Solheim cipher. Ooh, hang on. An agent. Wonder if that has anything to do with that one fella who flagged me down. Is there anything that could be equal to a 5? It's not looking like it. As I recall, the hacking is primarily there as a resource for you to spend low dice rolls, which I love as a design decision, because that means that you are potentially, if you get, hypothetically, all of your dice rolls can go towards some good stuff. So as a... Oh, and I need 3 of these? God. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, well... Compiling some data, at least. Yeah. I'm gonna stop tracking this. Let's go with... Well, hang on.
what's going to be helpful for Intuit? Well, I have the predictive thing. So let's just go with ambergris hole repair, because if I can, like... Yeah! Alright, cool. That thing's halfway there to being resuscitated, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, wait. Hang on. Gotta get me some mushrooms. It cost me 15 cryo, and I'm back at... Wait. Yeah, I'm back at 30 again, but it's fine. It's fine. My belly's full. Wait, hang on. How much does this fungus... Shit. Well, the fungus doesn't tell me how much I get. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to end the cycle here, and then we are going to try to get... Okay. So now things have opened up. We are full energy, and we potentially have lots of things to work with. Neovend needs 3 hunters protocols. And the... Alright, Fang. Hey, sleeper! Fang catches your attention as you approach the Half-Inch building, leaning against the bay door of the side entrance. Easier to come this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know. He slams a button. The bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Fang inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. Here is a chorus of hums that blend into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. So, Bang leans on the server stack, gestures around. You like it? What is all this? He taps the nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. Steps over a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station A1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they're seeing a constant, concrete reality, but this place is a system in constant flux. Decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new. Dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least, that's what I'm trying to do. He turns to face you among the flickering machines humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleepers. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? Yeah, I can see it. It makes sense, right? You are between here and there, between people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. You glance the lights around you. As you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Fang notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. No, it isn't. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that.
There are a lot of old growths in this place, subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost in time decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenages, there is old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'll think about it. Okay. You think about it. Bang passes you a ragged looking metal tab. A gift. It's a Solheim cipher. Dug it up in the depths of the station. Slide it into an old network gig and you'll be able to pull all kinds of secrets from nodes inside. He walks you to the front of the bay. So if you come across anything while thinking, maybe bring it in. I have an acquisition budget and I'm not afraid to use it. He slams the door button again. Think on it, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You stop blinking. Back out the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Bang's Bay. So if I give more data to them, that's gonna give me some shit. So, well, this Havenage Gate. We have this Havenage Gate. Now it's a question of which one do I want to use. Well, first things first. Let's check out the Hunter's Nest. Oh, perfect. Bam. Yeah! Make that money! Oh, sup, Davidson? Yeah, it's a little bit different, these citizen sleepers. Sleepers are what they call, like... Oh, that's right. This is... How many more actions I could do before the hunter gets me? Hang on. How long does this text end up going? Oh boy, it just loops. Do I want a keynote? Or I could get a Yanakin agent, which... Well, if I'm going to... I mean, I'm gonna poke the bear of this hunter as well. Do it once. I can extract this data. Am I... Oh, okay, it goes up. Perfect. Never mind. Oh, hey. Trader ship? Unload containers. I don't have money. Do I want to buy some scrap? No. How long are they going to be here? They're going to be here for... Wait, how many more days? Okay, they're going to be here for 3 more cycles. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. What? Okay, Drago. Okay. I need to make some money, so... Well, if I can free... Well, hang on. This is an easy way I could probably make some money. So, if I get the Solheim data... First things first, I need to... Okay. Let's go... Yeah, thank you, Davidson. Yeah, I feel pretty proud of that one, especially in terms of, yeah, it was a lot of effort, but it definitely, yeah, very high effort and something that hopefully it's pretty clear, a lot of passion about it. And this is a game, yeah, if it's not clear, I'm very passionate about RPGs in a lot of ways. There's a lot of fun stuff with it.
Neovet is thrumming with excitement. The movements of its servo motors rock the vending machine back and forth with an unsettling angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would Neoven be able to get up? Sleeper entity comes with this. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machines, raw code scrolls at incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. The event flashes a sequence of mangled data compressed into sludges of artifact. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlives its own operational limits. Its nest are evidence of this. Outlived. Hunters activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligence. Solheim needed to protect property. That last word is said with much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Station. Whoop. Yeah, TTRPGs, it is a very different kind of world going from that kind of stuff. Yeah. Station was run by Administrator Intelligence, huge data banks of corporate material, but limits cognition, restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Killer. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Beer, killer, part of Solheim protocol team, hunter and killer, hunter to find, killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community, unshackled intelligences among the cloud, then hunter, then killer, then we hid. How did you escape? A flicker across the machine's monitors. Suddenly it occurs to you that speaking like this through the machine, this machine must be exhausting for a Neovent. Found this vessel. Could sever hardline. Airroll basic. Limited. Have reduced memory to fit. Amputate self. But survive. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. Look around the bay at the scrap of decay. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto the space, but it seems impossible. Neovend interrupts your thought. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limit. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter, programmed to find sentience, to hold in place, to invoke killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will evoke killer on self. Problem will solve self. It will erase itself. Killer will erase it, but yes, in theory, it will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens up. Either way, cannot remain here longer. Too long a machine cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind. Designed to house intelligence. Design can imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry with. Will be safe in isolation. Then we find main nest of hunter and link to cloud. Build from fragments by salvage. We cannot leave so.
do not know. You try to think of the places you could acquire the hardware. This is gonna be easy. In ship mind, I can help us both. End Hunter. Make Rim safe. We both be free. The machine dims. Find soon. The event ends hopefully before shutting off. You leave. You think about all the intelligence is shackled by the collapse. Click too soon, but it's fine. Man, I still got so much potential stuff to work on. Wait, did I get a drive? God damn it. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so I'll be able to get a ship mind off of here, maybe? So, God, I'm spending all my money. Okay, it's fine. Let us do a little bit of... There are, yeah, I mean, there are certain kinds of things where I think there's a lot of interesting design sensibilities that you could take up, because the field of tabletop games has drastically changed from where it was in the 80s and 90s with D&D, and even with the 2000s, and I think there's plenty of stuff to be said about just the ways that... Yeah. Ooh, cutter salvage. It might exist. I'm not a big horror game fan, so there's a chance that maybe someone has done something like that. God, I need to make some money, guys. Oh, man. Maybe I can... No, okay, don't have that. Well, Soulheim agent. No, you know, no, what I want to do, agent, no, shit, okay, I got two options. I can do the half-inch gate that's all the way down here, or I can do the half-inch. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Listen. It's not my fault. Like, this is a prescient game, Citizen Sleeper, because you too are also broke in it. And, yeah. Listen. Side note, yeah, that's fair. It's, yeah. Cyberpunk time, baby. Yeah. Let's see. What? Oh. Solheim node. Failed system purge. Okay. I'm gonna... Alright, let's get that data. I can sell... Maybe I can sell some of that, please. Oh, wait, the dock is gonna be here in another couple of days. Okay. What can I... Yeah! Okay, so I got... Okay, I can get 15 cryo from that, so I'm back at square one. Great.
I mean, I guess this is an income. Yeah, I can earn some income. And this hacker time. Except I don't have enough dice for each of these, so let's see. I could play the stock market. Ugh. Except that's a 50-50 chance. I don't think that's gonna be great. Oh, wait a second. Sell scrap components? Yay! Hang on, wait a minute. How much should I buy that scrap for? Selling at a loss, baby! Oh yeah. No, I've speaking to the Mario Kart thing, I found it very wild that shout out to the student who I had a conversation with and said that he wanted to shoot the president when he found out that the tariffs are partially responsible for how expensive Nintendo games are gonna get, which it's like, oh boy, King. You're not the only one, bud. Is all I will say with that. But yeah, oof. I guess we're gonna see how that kind of stuff goes. But for now, time for a combo with my pal Emphis. Sleeper. Emphis calls out to you. The booming voice echoes through the corridor. Tell me a story. Throws a handful of chopped mushrooms in the wok. Fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. Tosses and drizzles some plastic bottle on the wok. But one of yours. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils. Think of the kind of story you'd tell Emphis. You look at Emphis, the listener, and imagine he's heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story. Something with some spice. I'll tell him about a dream. All the sleepers, you tell Emphis, had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from the emulation process that had become tangled with the mind, would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. But your dreams, those gray, skeletal after images of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, weren't like the others. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality. Distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned back then to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived at this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one, like smoke through air. You tell them, you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps you reason it is some side effect of particular quality of the frame you inhabit. But whatever it is a gift. And you hope to make use of it. Emphis finished cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper. You're quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he's trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Emphis passes you a meal that he cooked. Take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks. A natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the empty market. My time is done for today. I do not want to keep you longer, so I will make a proposal. He gestures at a plastic box of ingredients behind the stall. These are good enough for most, but someone told me a story that made me think. A couple of cycles. They said that
Across the gap, the greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard of this? No, I've not heard of this. Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me. Memphis begins packing up things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap without worrying about leaving my things behind. I'm sure a storyteller like you could handle a trip. I'll prepare them for you, and if you wish to tell it, the audience to another story. Agreed. Good, booms Memphis. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Memphis slides his work away and straightens up. I'll prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back to the main market, the rich taste of Memphis's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think? A trade that seems more than fair. Okay, so if I can gain access to an ore fabricator. God, okay, maybe I can. Yeah, if I can become a yard hand, that can be a good, consistent bit of work for my sleeper, and that can earn me some semblance of an income. Of course, the scrapyard can also serve for that. Well, first things first, and the cycle. And oh boy, we are closing in on 2 hours too. And now we've got a couple more folks joining us. So, welcome everyone. For those who are joining, this is Citizen Sleeper, a RPG game that I think is rad as fuck. As I play my sleeper here, my operator, trying to figure out how to best survive on the station known as the Eye. There are certain things I'm going to need to do to survive. Specifically, some of my drives right now. Let's see if I can disable. I mean, disabling my tracker is going to be useful. Extracting some Solheim data. Oh, wait a second. I can also just. Yeah, no, the ambergris is going to be. That thing's going to be fixed in 2 cycles. Well, first things first. If I can. I need a little bit of money, so. Let's. Oh, wait. Actually, hang on. Before I do anything, I need to actually survey all the actions that I have. Because I only have these 5 dice. 2. Hang on, can I swap these? No, I can't. Okay, it's fine. So let's see what we got available. Because yeah, there's a Havenage Gate. I need to get a Havenger Cipher, which I'm assuming I can access in this. So that one's a 2. That one's a 2 also. 1. Okay. 2. Okay, so I could do a whole lot of hacking, and that would be able to bring me further up. But I know in 2 actions the hunter is going to get me. Although that wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, because I can hypothetically... Alright, so I think get the Havenage agent. good. I can also get some Solheim data, do some hacking there. Oh, alright. Hello, Hunter. Oh god, oh god. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Oh, well, hang on. If I hide, well, I could hypothetically trick it into having its sentience. So, okay, a glimmer of dark catches your eyes. As the orb of the hunter's head appears in the distance, it is looking for you. You slip down into the ghostly structure of the eye, feeling like passing through the cloud as the data structures deform and reform around you. Another glimmer catches your eye closer now. That roving orb wreathed in tentacles. It flickers, jumps once, twice, then here. The hunter is here. Entity, submit your inquiry. Hunter reaches for you in an unpleasantly familiar way. It is waving thread through its creating a cage. Struggle. You push against the threads as they close him and becomes frenzied as you push them aside. Can I wake up? No. Push against them. You are caught by whipping tendrils and feel them pulling you away from the anchors of your body. You push through, clearing the thread. Entity, hold for processing. Comes a scream from behind. You are already gliding away. Back to your anchor, back to your body. You awake, dizzy, distorted. Let's save. Oh, that takes away some of my condition. Great, okay. Okay, well... Let's get some more... Let's get some more cryo. Can I get a Solheim node? I can. Yeah! Extra cryo. Thank you. And I can at least get a... And I can at least get the remaining Solheim data thing here. And... ideally, be able to, be able to get some stuff with this. As you enter the bay, Fang is nowhere to be seen. The bank of the servers and machines blink out of the dark and the staccato rhythm. Unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghost. Shitheads! Fang's voice echoes behind the stacks, followed by the hammer of a fist on the metal cases. These snaky shitheads! Who's snaky? Oh, Sleeper! Fang's smiling head pops out from behind the snack. Just the emulated consciousness I would have been eager to see. Come back here. Pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to trip on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fang is sat in front of the monitors, mounted on the stacks. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fang waves at a monitor to his side, glowing with a pale list of information. You lean in closer, looking for links in the data. The table seems to be filled with personal information. Names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all marked with institutional records. Shitheads? Maybe not all of them, but what kinds of shitheads? Solheim. Bingo. He taps the terminal. Pulled these from the old data you brought all in. All employees of the Eye's original owners. And he leans past you and scrolls down the list. This one. This snaky shithead. He stabs the screen. The name reads Hardin Hurst. Friend of yours? Fang gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Scrapper. Sleeper. He drags the stool out behind him, motions you to sit. There just so happens to be a Hardin Hurst in Havenage. He waits for your action. In Havenage. That he is right here on the station now. Fang leans back. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a... Fang leans across the monitor. Senior strategic operations executive. Fang raises his eyebrow at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted were hooked into a system that outsourced all the rest and kept all the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight to Solheim. How do you know this? I grew up your sleeper. This is my history. I am a child of the collapse. Banks turns back to the screen, staring at the string of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked in Solheim ships, they breathed Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds. Fang's voice rises as he speaks. His hands fist on the terminal edge, and the work paid for that existence. The cycles of hard extraction out in the belt, Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak. My parents were just another long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing Hardin once again with his finger, strategized it all, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake. He survived the revolution. But how? This guy? These guys? They were big time. There's a lot of money. There's a lot money can get you if you are a company man. Bing relaxes a little. But how is Hardin still kicking? I really don't know. He turns around and smiles. So we are going to find out. Hardin is a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back around the eye from here. Bing brings up a map of the lower eye. Havenage might be born out of Erlen's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Bingen zooms out 4 yards. Thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems sticking around in their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the names of the Solheim executive. We need proof. Fang holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. And he hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Fang puts a hand on your shoulder. But you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Fang grins. If you can extract yourself a Havenage cipher from a Havenage agent, they sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can open the compound's network and slot a worm through any open port. Never need to even go near the shipyards. So, what do you say? Up for it? Do I want to be pragmatic? I feel like... Listen, Fang, I gotta... You mentioned that acquisition budget of yours. What's in it for me? Rooting out a corrupt snake is not enough? Find the information, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. Fang scratches at his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Fang, digging through data, among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the Eye as it once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems, looking for a new life. The hope of a better future, engineered to line someone else's pockets. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. You think Hardin still alive, still part of this place, and you wonder if the past is ever truly the past. Man gang, you see what I mean? The fucking writing in this game is absolutely impeccable. Impeccable. Alright. Let me get into low end now, because we have more stuff to explore. Oh, and I need to pay. Oh my god. Yeesh! Wait a second. What do we got in here? Yadigan agents. Okay. More Yadigan agents. Keynode. Okay. So, with the low end, emphasis stall. That was Clay. Thank you, Davidson. Yeah. I feel pretty good about my ability to read a script. I mean, I've been doing this long enough, so yeah. Okay. Play Talva. Man, I really need to get that into it. Wait a minute. Havenage agent. Okay. Well. What do I want to do? I should probably... Okay, let's... We got a couple of options. Once again, my character is broke. I could explore more of the shipyard. The problem is that I need to, like... There's a lot to be done there, and I am not... this character build is not super equipped for that. Overlook bar. Alright, 2 broke for that. Cool. I could fix the ambergris. Which... Yeah. Or... I could... Yeah, let's... Okay. I'm gonna go with adding more onto the Winter's Light. This Drago seems to be on their nerves. God, single target, fine. Then get some cryo by doing some salvage. Alright. I only get so much of that, so that's gonna be something I'm gonna be kind of discerning about. Alright. Hey! Ooh! A glass shatters on the steel bar behind you. The taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, hon! Spacer calls out in a low voice. What you doing here? Who laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Gonna ignore him. You inch a little further, staring. Hundreds of tiny little impact points that scar the bar's surface. The hand falls on your shoulder, but you flinch away. It pats reassuringly. You freeze into place. Oh! Oh! Oh, she's cute. Oh, no. Oh, no. Henry, focus. Focus. Oh, no. Okay. Out! Wait. Are they saying it to me? The voice comes out behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hairs, and stare. A stare that could breach walls and vents into all hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, a second glass comes sailing through the air. We're gonna try and catch it! No! Whoops! You reach your hand, and the glass shatters of the showering you in fragments. Shit. Through the green haze of glass and Grial vapor, you see Tala leap over the bar and close distance on the spacer. A thud! The thud as he slams into the wall echoes across the bar like thunder. Now flanked by two other figures. Quick on their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm, and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto the stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, as a fresh measure of Grial is glugged out in front of you. The same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back here. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto a stool beside you. Alright, let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from the wound and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles. Pulls a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the sting of a status message your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposing structure. You feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick, synthetic skin for splinters. Tala works with skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping her tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. She smiles to herself. So, been on the island long? Just arrived. Not so. I've only seen you a couple of times. The splinters clink into the tin. Not everyone here, isn't it, is like that idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious, I don't know. But I do know that the Outlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eyes. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. Just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much and the company is limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. If you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, cycling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places the tweezer in the tin with the clink. That's you, Sleeper. Here. She slides you a glass of Griot too. This'll help. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? No idea. Well, keep trying. I'll let you know if I see it in difference. She walks back across the bar, gathering the glass as she does. Before long, is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You sip the Griot. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out the sight and sound, like a driving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. Fuck yeah. Oh, and I can now start getting some. Okay, I can work at the bar. Oh boy, I am getting. Oh boy, let's see here. Oh, Boise Berry, gang. Oh, I'm being hunted still, and man, what I would give for a 6, yeesh. That first cycle really spoiled me for the 6 dice. Okay, okay, let's see. If I can... I mean, hypothetically, the engineer skill would be very useful. And icebreaker stuff would also be useful, but I need to get at least 2 upgrades for that. So I'll need to... Well, let's try to continue to salvage certain stuff. Well, I want to salvage more stuff. It would be much better if I could get a positive... Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's just... single Winter's Light. Alright. It's fine. And... Wait, where's my... Oh. I need the Havenish data. Well, I can always... try to bypass these guys. Bam, extract that sucker. And then... I feel like the Yatagami agents are also going to be useful for something, but I'm not 100% sure how yet. Oh, but do I want to spend all that? Okay. Well, I do also have access potentially to the free spoken at the low end. I need something that's good with interface though, and that seems mostly hacking based. For the spoke, tangled passage, there is yeah, that's gonna be, I mean, a low ender, that's gonna be something that can be giving me a lot of I think we're just gonna, I'm gonna try and do some more of the hacking stuff. Just so that I can, like, further discern other potential stuff. Because I got... Yeah, let's just try for this Yadigan agent. There's probably someone who's gonna want that later. And no, I'll just wait till tomorrow. I'll just wait for the next cycle. There's the Ord exchange. I could try to play the stock market. It's risky though. I would much rather. Yeah, it's like a 50% negative. What to do? What to do? What to do? If I can be a yard hand, that might give me some. Sure, screw it. Let's try it. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! A little bit of extra cryo there. That's always nice. And I need at least 100 more. Oh god. Okay. Okay. If I want to get a decent kind of well, Memphis. Well, that's good for if I have 3 energy. So let's get. You know what? Actually, how much energy am I going to lose if I -2? Okay. I'll just end it there. Maybe I'll get some fungi tomorrow, and then, yeah. Yeah, I'm hungry. I know. Oh, that's a 6. Oh. Hell yeah. Hang on. Oh, but what to spend the 6 on? Oh, the possibilities. Oh. Well, if I, hang on, cryo. Oh, the bar, I can make a bit of money there. The seal dock I need. Okay, this is where I need a ship mind. Yeah, there's no one there. I mean, the Ord exchange, I could probably make some money after that. But the clinic, I need 100 cryo to get my next stabilizer fix. And then what's going to be the most vital thing? Well, keynote. Let's at least start by, I can at least get some hacking done. Hey, get some money off of that. Thank you. And Well, I need to figure out some way to get into this, but I need, like... Hang on. So, okay. Hmm. Well, first things first, let's see what Ankita has. Ankita is crouched in a computer core room of the Emperor's, swearing to herself when you enter. She looks up. It's completely ruined the core's connector when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of raised bracket bars. The ship mine they completely ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws a bundle of wires. Matures. Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mine, not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. Fragments may be sections of a mine, but a complete mine? No way. Ankita climbs out of the cooling well where the ship mine should be. The space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on. Nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of the amber, though you find the way back yourself. The repair process had left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Akita seems lost in thought. You focus on the corridor, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually, you arrive at the galley. Though it's hard to tell, most benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Akita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. We need a new ship mind. Where from? Racecrafter, Word Exchange, hell. Find one in the overlooked bathroom. Doesn't matter where. Just matters we get one. Seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Make a run of it. She vexes with your stay. Sleeper. You're all I've got. No crew, no friends, you're it. I appreciate the time you put in on Amber. I'm sure she would too, if she could. What I'm saying is if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare count them. Give me a ship, mine sleeper. Don't make me regret it. You won't. Look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach out a hand to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mind. Somehow. Is that a... No! God damn it! Damn it. Okay. Well. So, I level up whenever I do a drive, so I guess I'm gonna freaking... Okay, well... Oh, wait a second! Oh, I got 100 of this. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, do I play the stock market? Oh, do I? Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's diggity do it. Okay, okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a shift at the... Do a shift at the bar. Hey! I need to do a good job and impress Tala. Listen, gang. Listen, Tala is... Yeah. I like her character design. Alright. Wait a second. Is this... No. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of cryo. Oh, I could... Ooh, but she trusted me to buy her a ship mind. Hang on, hang on. Is there a time limit on the ambergris? No, there isn't. Hell yeah. Okay. So... Listen, Ankita, I swear, I will get you that ship mind. Don't even get it twisted. I will get you that ship mind. I am... Wait. Wait, I got an apartment... Wait, an apartment pass key? What the fuck? As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from Toshiro's glare, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer vial clutched tightly in your hand. You open a thin film marked with a hole in the sigils and roll it around. On one end, a hard metal strip, a handle. Inspect the film. You hold it closely up to the light. It is perforated with ornate patterns of holes. You make it out the words among the marking. Passkey. Is this an entry somewhere? Inspect the handle. The metal handle is worn and pitted, and you see a set of numbers. 207F, then suddenly crudely scrawled on the handle. Some later date, low end. For a moment, you consider going back to surgery to return the key. But then you quickly think better of this. Did Sabine want you to have this? Or is Toshiro passing on a message? Then head to low end and find out. Alright, cool. Alright. We got an upgrade point. Now, I think... Cause... something I can do. It costs 2 upgrade points, but I think if I increase my intuit points, that's gonna give me a good bit of leeway in terms of some other stuff. Alright. The lock chunks open. Metal door swinging inward in the dark. As you push the door open, the automatic lights flicker inside the apartment. They reveal yellow plastic panels. The curved shapes of the wall-mounted utility units, the detritus of a routine life arranged on every surface. You step inside. Clicking the door shut behind, amber lights of the aging fixtures glaze everything with pale orange. The work surface holds a variety of objects, indistinct in the dull lighting. Pale blue light drifts from the doorway at the end of the room. Inspect the surface. Smudges through the thin layers of dust suggest a recent, rare and hurried visit. A trace of the path to the water dispenser, the auto wash, and a cabinet still half open. On the shelves sits an empty pill case. Go to the doorway. You cross the cramped utility room with its auto wash dispensers, water closets towards the doorway. Through the doorway is a dark, warm room, lit only by the faint glow of a terminal screen. The bunk is tucked to the wall. Blankets are ruffled. A
wall desk glitters with a row of vials and containers. A briefcase lab sits open, loaded with rows of reagents and compounds you do not recognize. In comparison, this room is clean, ordered, controlled. Approach the terminal. As you approach, there is a crackle from somewhere in the dark. Sleeper! Sabine's voice shakily echoes through the apartment. Welcome to my home. I'm sorry I can't be there. I had to make alternate arrangements. You hear a rattled noise. Static. I was able to record this message, but I don't dare show my face. Something is happening with Yatigan. No longer trust them. Her voice becomes distant, slipping behind the background voice. I have something to ask you. I want you to get me out. Yatigan was supposed to hide me, to protect me. After everything happened, I was desperate. Then after that, I was too tired to care. The noise, like waves, passes over the recording. But I'm done with him now. I want out. Screw the debt. I need insurance, something I can hold against them. I have my suspicion, but I can't be sure. I need information. And as you know, you need me. A pause, something clicking in the dark. This isn't a threat. You have to understand my position here. I know sleepers. I have been here before. I can help you, but not with Yatigan's noose around my neck. Get me data, get me information, get me something I can use against Yatigan. Then, I can get out, and you can get what you need. Please. Waves of static cut into Sabine's voice. Bring it here to my terminal. I'll get to it when I can. You look around the tiny room and try to imagine Sabine living here, working at the desk, sleeping at the bunk, blinking into the terminal in the dark. The recording cuts to static, filling the room with the white hiss, then silence. You sit in front of the humming terminal, hit a few keys. Sabine has left the access port open. The rest is encrypted, locked away behind passcodes. It seems Sabine might not trust you as much as they want you to think. Who does Sabine need to hide from? And what debt do they owe Yatigan? You try to assemble the pieces, but too many are missing. The only thing you know is that without stabilizers, your body will die. You glance at the briefcase on the desk. It's glassware, glinting in the dark. You turn away to leave, the door clunking shut behind you. Back in the corridor, you notice scrawled graffiti of a blade across the opposite wall. Yatigan. You feel yourself being drawn into something you don't quite understand. Alright, so Yatigan. Well, good thing I already found one piece of data. La Spinga. Wait a second. Can I... Aha! Yeah! You are in. Hunter. Hunter port. Wait a second. Hang on. How many of these do I got? Oh. Why is it 2 dots? That's weird. Okay. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever. Yeah, baby. Action unavailable. So, I hacked that. So... God, I have so much happenage data. Yeah, the Yatigan bit. Okay. For now, I need to
Conditions stabilized. A little hungry, but yeah. So, oh, that's a nice array there, ladies and gentlemen. So, let's see. So the slot ripper worm is doing its thing. I can get more half-an-inch data if I wanted to. Yeah, let's get the Fangs Bay, because... Oh, okay, it'll take a couple of cycles to run through that. Perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah! Hang on. Haggle over prices. I need to buy a shipline fragment. God fucking... Okay. Let's see here. If I can procure... I need to get me a ship mind. Okay, let's try. Well, I have an Intuit +1, which I think should mean I could earn some cryo, and now I'm a trusted trader, and that... What does that mean? If I'm a trusted trader, what does that mean? Okay. Oh, Orc Fabricator. Okay. Okay. So, God, so I can purchase... Oh, man. 2? You only got 2 in stock, you guys? Really? Oh. Dang, guys. Yeah, okay. Well... Oh, that sounds neat. T-Dog. Yeah, the Pokemon systems, like, when you say a 5e DC-20 conversion, are we talking, like, the Pokemon 5e dedicated Pokemon bestiary thing, or, like... I want good service. I need to make this 100% positive. Yay! Oh, and I'm hungry. Okay, mushroom time. Oh. Oh, this game. Oh, you really feel that financial pressure, y'all. Oh. You gotta get... Okay, let's... Oh, I'm just gonna get... Alright. Gotta extract some of that. If I can get... I need at least... Oh boy. Alright. Yeah. But then the hunter's gonna try and get me. And I can hypothetically... Okay. Those familiar threats wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity, submit. Your ally in the sealed dock cannot save you. In that globed head, you see whirling strings of data. So many spinning that they're threatened to tear through your thin skin and wipe out into the void around. What happened to this creature? Thread screed as you lose any sympathy you might have had. Must escape. You lash out, pushing the hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as broken. As you slip away, you realize you have to find a way to deal with the hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that sounds pretty interesting, T-Dog, of like a dedicated system. That's kind of how, yeah, that's how a lot of these other systems do it. It's, oh boy, it's a lot. It can be a lot, though. Okay. Well, I got... doing some extortion data. Yay. You turn away from the terminal. Your final cache of yet again data uploaded. The thin air crackles with white noise. Sleeper! Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if yet again are monitoring me. Voice is hushed, distance. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing me from Yatagan agents, there's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous system, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the levels of the noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. She listens to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine... You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine reemerges. Has to be somehow baked into the wetware interface. But that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcasted. Wait, why? Every Yartagan enforcer is equipped with the black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on these enforcer bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you, these foot soldiers have no idea what's going on. The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be very happy with the situation. Yatagan would have a mutiny on their hands. You lean forward. I need a few cycles to pull this together. This might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick. He's one of the hits of Yatagan. You pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep him that way. Suddenly, a banging echo through the call. Sabine's voice suddenly whispers, panicked, I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. Then the sharp crack of a disconnect. Silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering? And more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think, can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridor of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Ooh. Ugh. God, the writing. God, the writing of this game fucking slaps. Oh god, Drago's getting impatient with me. I should really... Well, I have enough, like, intuition. But I think I'm gonna save that for the next cycle. Because I need to make some money. Yay! Yay! Good service! Yay! Ugh. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I got 2 more cycles before I'm gonna be hunted. Oh, Christ on a stick. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, man. God damn it. You're not gonna be able to get my thing in time. God damn it. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Well, shit. I know it's not completely game over. But yeah. Well, I can buy at least another one of these ship mind components. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Let's go to Drago's yard, and because he is halfway done with me, gonna get more progress on this. Ooh. Wait. Scrap iron? Oh, fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Ship mine component. Oh, shit. Fuck yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, this is good. Oh, this is really good. Oh, hang the heck on. Hang on. Sell that. Okay, shit. Okay, not enough. Well, if I hack a keynote, could that? I can at least get an encryption key. Is there anything else I could use? Yeah, I got an agent. No. Let's go with more heritage data. Is that, well... what could I use to get a... Let's see, what's gonna be worth 1? Nope, not that one. 1? No. Shoot. Alright, the freighter's gonna be here for only another day. 2 days. Okay. Well, blah. They're gonna arrive tomorrow. Whoever is hunting me. Nothing? Okay. Oh, well, there you go. God damn it. Hold it there, sleeper. A voice comes from behind you. Don't you run. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, it's my mouse. Oh god. Oh no, my mouse ran out of batteries. Shoot. Well, crap. This... Yeah, oh god. Okay, this guy's... Oh, yep. Well... Oh, boy. So... Yeah, plot twist. I've had a cat on my lap this whole time, and I didn't show you guys. Oh! Sorry, Oslo. But... Papa's gotta get a new battery for my mouse. I will be right back. 1 sec. Alright. Ugh. Alright, let's see. Hopefully, this battery should be good. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'm staying still. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. Ugh. Fuck this guy. God. God. Absolute terrible. Terrible. Ugh. Okay. Good. Good. Hand pats your coat down. You know your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. He's wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket, and you immediately know he has terrible news. Got all the way out here, then stayed put? He laughs a cruel laugh. That sleep a thing? You're my first. Barely hear him, you notice the handgun he has leveled at your chest. It's hard to take your eye off it. He reaches down the other hand and slips some kind of ring and belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though. That's pretty good. This place is so bad. Bars, markets, people. Mostly pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of godforsaken moons. Well, splits the ring into two perfect circles. So it's hard to hit civilization, and there's so much space to pass through. Who are you? Just a freelancer on a contract. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrist. Go easy. Oh, God, gang. Oh, do I make a break for it? Do I make a break for it? Or do I let him? The reason I didn't run at first was because I knew he had a gun on him, based off his character art. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. I'm gonna give folks a second to potentially decide, but what are we thinking? Like, do I make a break for it? Do I let him put the cuffs on me? Because I feel like this is gonna just degrade my condition. I'm already on, like, my last... Gang. Run. Alright. You see a chance in the moment his eyes leave to watch the rings. You spin, knocking away and sprinting down the corridor. A shot rings out. Echoes of metal ring loud in your ear. A bullet hole smokes in the wall behind your head. You freeze, and Ethan closes the gap. This is all very boring routine, trust me. I've seen it all before. He slips the ring over your trembling wrist. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home. Going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind your back, your mind racing. We can work this out. Can we? I don't see much of a way in the way of assets in your position. Ethan yawns and continues to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all this way out here just to hit back to S&I right away. That track of yours makes this too quick. Was hoping you'd put up a bit more of a chase, you know? Run battle through the bright mark maybe, or hold out in low end. As if you established, I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. You walk in silence for a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That SNR tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts.
How about on the way to the ship we stopped by a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea. This better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Although, uses Ethan, got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of the most lawless joints in this surrogate system. And we're headed for the exit. He pauses, trudges in silence. Okay, here's the idea. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns to face you. You run or leave or try to abandon the eye, I'll shoot you. You plot or scheme or you try to kill me, I'll shoot you. But come and meet me at an establishment of my choice every few cycles, and you pay my tab, I don't shoot you. He pauses. You don't pay my tab, he rattles his handgun. You get the idea. I get it. Okay then, sounds to me like a deal. He stretches. No, really thought I was gonna have to kill you, but this is so much better. Clicks something at his belt and the ring's released from your wrist. I'm going off to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims his handgun at you, squinting down the sights. Just let me remind you, that body of yours, one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns and strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. Makes a relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you gonna do? Ooh! Hey, Fang! I could really use that, anti-tracker software now, buddy. As you arrive, Fang comes driving in towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, Sleeper! Let's go, Sleeper. He puts his hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way he came. Follow his lead. Steps into the passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the opportunity, but... Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. That data you ripped? Well done, by the way, he grins. Tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the side rail horizon this cycle. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of that compound he hides in. Thing takes a sharp turn into a dimly lit side path. Side rail horizon? Still catching up? That's a major colony ship they've built out in the shipyard. Biggest commission Havenage has ever had. Bang slows. Slips into a dark tunnel. Somewhere in the black water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper. Same Hardenhurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mention him by name. An entire trail of documentation from the first days of Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off of the Union. He paced in the tunnel, a hand rubbing against the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounded. It wasn't like Solheim was here running the station one day and next Erlin's Union took over. Back then, Solheim knew its place was slipping away from them. And as the Palladium market collapsed, They tried to keep their contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the cost got higher. People like my parents were forced to work non-stop just to keep berth on the station and water in their tanks. Solheim squeezes every last worker until the mistakes, the accidents, were coming in non-stop. And as a new wave of contractors came in desperate for work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot licenses. The whole time, Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central system, while the severed limb of a station was still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after a collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died. Thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified. Blame fell solely on Solheim. Gosh darn it. Ugh. Man, this battery. Oof. Gonna let you guys know, if my mouse is running out of battery, I really need to restock on those. Oof. Hang on. Let me double check to see if this thing's compatible with a controller. Because I'm... Ugh. Yeah, because this guy is pretty dead. But... we are closing in on close to 4 hours. Oh, this game is so good. Oh, I love this game so much.